Dear graduates, normally I would be standing today in a room together with you, with more than 1,000 of you in fact, and together with your families and friends. We would all be wearing robes, and we would have just paraded around Rotterdam. And probably we would have had to hand out more than 1,000 umbrellas too, because the weather oftentimes isn't as nice as it is today. Of course, over the last 2 months, a lot of things have changed. What has happened has affected you and your studies. It's also affected your families and friends. And of course, the last few months here at RSM have been very different from how they were supposed to be. But one thing has not changed, and that is the value of your degree that you are graduating with today. You've worked incredibly hard during these circumstances, and it is wonderful to see what you have achieved during these last few months as you have faced those challenges. I know it's not been easy, but I also know that your families and your friends are incredibly proud of you. I hope that we will have the opportunity to celebrate at some point in person. I would really love that. But for now, let's think about what you have achieved and also what you're going to do next. All of you are going into the world now. You are going to take up new opportunities. You're going to have to make choices as well. The choices you make and the opportunities you seek are what makes you and all of us a force for positive change in this world. And I'm really so grateful for your willingness to be part of this mission. So, congratulations. You've done really well. We are proud of you. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you very, very soon.
Hello, my name is Emma Bogenrieder from the Master in Management program. Dear members, dear parents, it is good to have you here today connected. That is the sign you made it. Therefore, let's start with the most important message today. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. You did it. It was a challenging year, I admit. First, it was the first time that MIM was offered as a one-year program. And second, you had to show a great deal of resilience when we were confronted with Corona and you were not allowed to come together physically anymore. Especially the first point meant for you a high workload and a high working pace. The learning dynamic during the year and the learning curve had to be faster. I remember that I promised you a more relaxing period in January, but could not live up to my promises. January was busy as usual. My apologies. By the way, I can assure you that meanwhile we made some changes. You helped a lot with your advices. When looking back to last year, I think all the workload and all the intensity during the program was also a learning experience you can be proud of. And not only proud, but it will and should boost your self-confidence. Always remember what you have achieved and what you are able to achieve. All the courses, all the teamwork, the consultancy project, and finally the master's thesis. Every time you had to start from scratch again, and you succeeded to delve into a subject you did not know a lot beforehand. And it is not only about delving into a formerly unknown subject, but also building up a structure or a framework and guide yourself through the working process in an autonomous way. It was really nice to see how your attitude and your behavior changed during the second half of the year. Let's say, as of February, I saw you growing and maturing, behaving in a more autonomous way and working more independently. It was really nice to see that. Why do I mention all that? These are not easy times for entering the labor market. And I really hope that this experience during the year will help and support you in the future when applying for a vacancy and looking for a job. Always realize it is not about being an expert, but knowing how to become an expert in a field. And you are able to do that. That is what you have shown. Last but not least, and that's my last announcement, I promise, be conscious about who you are and what you are able to achieve. In this sense, I hope everyone will find his or her personal niche in the future and land the envisioned job. I'm afraid I cannot help a lot, but maybe the special MIM LinkedIn page can help. So go to my name, Irma Bogenrieder, and below, under Interests, you will find this special page for MIM students only. The MIM students post job vacancies there and also are open for general contact. Use this page, I would suggest, and support each other with information and networking. This was my last advice. I now wish you all the best for the future. Stay strong, stay connected, good luck, and I promise you we will see each other physically later on this year. Goodbye.
Over 50 years ago, a few bright minds planted the seeds to become a force for positive change in the world, developing thought leaders in business, research, and education.
It was a unique opportunity to join the first academic business school in the Netherlands. It was a life-changing experience and made my career. I'm grateful that I learned all the different aspects of business with my RSM degree.
In the 1980s, we launched a full set of management programs at RSM. And that way, we laid the foundations for a top business school in Europe.
I'm very proud that since the 90s, RSM has become an international business school known for its excellence in research.
Leadership of today is not driven by self-interest, but by a vision that gives us direction to the sustainable change we so badly need.
Without shared values and a sense of community, it is impossible to overcome the current global challenges.
We empower women to drive their careers and be agents of change in creating a more gender-equal work environment.
It's an honor to lead such an impactful business school. Going forward, it is going to be crucial to find the right balance between continuity and change in order to create new opportunities for the next 50 years.
I will be the agent of positive change.
I
am ready for the future.
Rotterdam School of Management, Erasmus University. 50 years of impact.
Hi everyone, congratulations first of all to everyone here. We made it through together. So I wanted to make this little address to us all to congratulate us, but also to reminisce a little bit of memories of our year together. So first of all, it all started at the intro day where we really noticed all our differences. Basically, we were from all over the world with all different backgrounds, and everybody was kind of trying to find their people that spoke their same language or that had a bit of common together. So that was from the same background or from the same country. But in the end, yeah, we were all quite different. But then BA came and we were all united in one spot in the Mandeville cafeteria, knocking on Jan's door every 5 minutes to get a bit of hints of insights on the assignments. And we were all clinging to the engineers or the people that had a bit of a data science background. And so yeah, we really saw that we were united in that moment. Another moment that came to my mind when I thought of our union was at the supply chain game, where we had to figure out how to make the profits go up and the costs go down for the orange juice company. Nobody understood in the end, and I still don't understand, and nobody does, I think, how to win this game. And we still don't understand how that team got the score so low that even the teacher couldn't understand how this happened. And then the last moment that I can remember was after the BA exam, where computers crashed and then also exams were lost. But we all united together at the Smidse to celebrate together our desperation. That's the word for it, I think. So even though we were all united in those moments, I think some people still stood out of the box, like Lorenzo, that was late in every single class, even so that teachers even made jokes about it at the end. And also what I can think of people standing out of the box are all the boys in our class, actually, that were so competitive in every educative game, even though there was no prize at the end for it. But yeah, all in all, it was a good first start of the year. The other part was a bit different, of course. We were all far away from each other at home, doing our things, working very hard on our theses, doing online exams. But we made it through. We are here today, and I want to congratulate all of us. We really, I think, accomplished something, starting from a program that was a year and a half, that was condensed to a year. Yeah, I think it's really a great achievement. And I hope that now everybody got some time to enjoy their families, to enjoy their time at home. And I also want to wish everybody the best for their future. I hope you can take every opportunity that comes to you in school, in future masters, or in work. So yeah, that's all. I hope you have a good grad, and yeah, maybe see you all in the near future.
We wanted to create a place where you can go back in time and explore all the stories of the 50-year RSM history. A complete timeline that not only tells those stories, but also instills a sense of pride about the history and ignites inspiration for the future. After months of work by many, hunting and digging through the archive, puzzling all the pieces together, it's with great honor that I get to unveil and present to you the official 50-year historical timeline of Rotterdam School of Management, Erasmus University. first part of our timeline is a story of many firsts. The first plans, the first school building, the first classroom, and of course, the first students. The first item on our timeline, and my favorite piece, is this one-page business plan. It was made by our founding fathers, and they compared 4 European business schools, and they used it to design the school and the curriculum. The beginning of our timeline contains a picture of our very first school building. And on this school building, of course, there was a building sign. This is the original building sign from 1970, and luckily, it survived the past 50 years. Another great discovery from the RSM archives are these 3 pictures. They were scattered amongst hundreds of pictures, and after studying them for a while, we figured out that they fit together, creating a beautiful panorama of one of the first classrooms. If you look closely, you see a blackboard with a process flow. Of course, you see 1970s students with long hair and their appropriate clothes. And at the very back of the classroom, in the window, you see 2 beer bottles. Let's just say things were a bit different in the 70s. This first part of our timeline is quite dynamic. Our newly formed school grows. We welcome more students, and after a while, it's the start of the MBA program, the PhD program. In 1977, SVIP is founded, which is currently called STAR, and we moved the school from Rotterdam to Delft. The second part of our timeline is even more dynamic. After over 10 years, our school moves back from Delft to Rotterdam, to the FG building in 1984. Here it becomes a proper academic faculty, part of the state-recognized Erasmus University. In this phase, it's all about further internationalization, development, expansion, and academic recognition. In 1989, RSM is admitted into the prestigious Community of European Management Schools, CEMS, and the PIM network, Program in International Management. The exchange program of RSM starts to take shape in a tremendous way. Here on the timeline, we see a graduation ceremony taking place in the early years. In the mid-1980s, the new FG building allowed for a lot of space for a new computer lab. The importance of automation in the workplace was on the rise, and the shape and size of computers changed over the years. RSM has always invested heavily in those facilities because of their importance for education. Nowadays, everybody just brings their own device. The early 90s marked the birth of the internet, and our timeline describes how new ways of doing research and delivering education were developed. For instance, in the late 90s, as part of the Doctorandus 2000 project, RSM started experimenting with delivering video lectures on CD-ROMs.
Welkom bij dit college over leiderschap.
Students were learned how to code in Delphi and other programming languages. And from 2000 onward, the faculty implemented digital case methods. For instance, this adventure game case, where learning, testing, grading and fraud detection all was done via advanced CD-ROMs and floppy disks. The last part of our timeline is all about further growth and integration. RSM becomes one brand name, unifying all research and programs under one label. We continue to climb the most important rankings. We welcome more students, we make more impressive publications, and our name continues to grow as a brand name in the market. In 2009, the I Will movement launches. Students, staff and faculty make a public commitment to their drive and ambitions, reflecting RSM spirit. By 2020, there are no more than 15,000 statements. In 2017, RSM embarks on a new strategic mission to become a force for positive change. By embracing the UN's Sustainable Development Goals, they try to implement a new way of measuring societal impact. And this concludes my brief overview of the RSM timeline. Come over to the Mandeville building and have a look yourself, or go over to the Bale building where we have an identical timeline set up. Or you can go to rsm.nl/50 to find more online resources, videos and all the stories of the 50-year RSM history. Come and explore our shared history now.
Abhinav Gill. Eike Stro. Alejandro Velasquez Ibanez, cum laude. Angela van Beek, cum laude. Anna Fritsch. Aravind Taticharla. Beatrice Berbeglia, cum laude. Ken Seherliogulu. Carlos Gomez Grano, cum laude. Carmen Schlaugat. Carlin Holter, cum laude. Katrien de Vries. Chelsea Tsai.
Thank you, my dear family and friends, for all your support during this year. I'm proud to announce that I just graduated from Erasmus University.
Christy Aitu Obiang. Chui Wang. Claire Alborn, cum laude. Kang Yen Chong. Dan Ratering, cum laude. Danish Armand.
I would like to dedicate this day for both of my parents. You guys have made a lot of sacrifice, so thank you so much and I love you guys.
David Meyer. David Moorhan. David van der Pijl. Dinter Ursel. Divyang Sharma. Elisabetta Fortis. Emiel Langendijk. Emma Philip. Estella Fan. Avi Elsinga. Floris Sybisma. Gauri Kamath. Georgios Tolis.
Hello, my name is George, and thank you for my master's degree, RSM. It was a great experience.
Guus Bouwmeester. Hannah Carrick. Jonas Stronglis. Isa Bergman. Jap Klapwijk, cum laude. Yiming Yi, cum laude. Joan de Comaralena de Sobrago Martinez. Joey Gronovias. Justine Menard. Konstantin Krashop. Konstantinos Saragas. Lale Jalali Kalilabadi, cum laude. Lila Sacco. Luke Leenaerts. Lorenzo Lopes. Luis Maia Serrano. Mats van Eeuwen. Maximilian Soevereins, cum laude. Nea Concetti, cum laude. Nico Freitag. Pablo Compensano Weibert Hartman. Prakisha Shiv. Rens Buskop. Sasha Rocher. Sakeeth Singh Pondili. Siddharth Hawa. Simon Kai. Simon Blaas. Tae Eung Lee. Tommaso Marzorati, cum laude. Ulas Kloos. Wenting Pan. Xin Shu. Ya Chun Yang. Zoe Constante Kapulu.
Congratulations, your hard work's paid off and you are now no longer students, you are RSM alumni, and we are so incredibly proud of each and every one of you. I just wanted to let you know that you are now part of an alumni community that is global, and community and networks are ever more important. So please stay in touch with us, stay in touch with each other, and I look forward to seeing you again in the future.
Congratulations to all of you.
New doors are opening and are taking you to directions that you have never expected.
And I'm sure you'll be able to overcome all the challenges that this year brought us.
You've made it. I am hugely proud of you, and I hope you can cherish this amazing moment.
Welcome to this wonderful alumni network.
You can set an example.
It is your time now to make positive change happen.